It is now December 2024, and still, not a word has been uttered by CyberConnect 2, Bandai Namco, Naruto video games in regards to updates or DLCs that could potentially be coming to Naruto Storm Connections. Oh diary, what am I going to do? I am really starting to doubt if there's any Naruto Storm Connection DLC coming anytime soon. Now to be fair, the Naruto video games account is still posting ninja battles, so that could be a little sign that there's still some life coming to this game. But right now it's just really sad. So I have to resort to my usual coping mechanism of using mods to fill in the void that CyberConnect 2 are leaving in my heart. Welcome back to ninjas who deserve to be in Naruto Storm Connections. As always, if you guys enjoyed the series, feel free to leave a like on it and also comment what type of ninjas you would like to see appear in this game. You never know, they might end up coming eventually. So the first character we're showing today is a ninja who is actually in pretty popular demand, and if you can't tell by the silhouette, I am talking about Shizune, my 7th wife. To introduce this beautiful kunoichi, Shizune is an apprentice of the voluptuous Tsunade, and pretty much within the Naruto Shippuden, she was basically her right-hand man. Wherever Tsunade goes, Shizune goes. In a way, she was sort of Sakura before Sakura became Sakura, if that makes sense. Just like her superior, Shizune specializes in medical ninjutsu and often uses needles or senbons for her medical purposes or when she's attacking someone. Just like the characters I've shown in the last video, Shizune was also another character who appeared in previous Storm games, and if I remember correctly, she had some sort of poisonous jutsu that is kind of similar to what the cloaked Kabuto has. Oh, and she also has a pet pig. I think her name is Hawk or something. So for Shizune, as she is not necessarily a frontline ninja, she's not a frontline shinobi, she's usually on the back lines. She doesn't really have anything that's super special when it comes to fire style elemental jutsus. So as you can see in the combo, she encodes her hands in chakras, which is something that medical ninjas do when they're trying to pierce through someone, and finishes it off with poison. I feel as though she could be a pretty cool character because I am not sure if there's any other ninja in the game that sort of specializes around needles, the use of needles, having needles in their attacks. The only ninja that I can think of is that guy from the 7 Ninja Swordsmen, but he is also not in the game, so there's no point in trying to hide it. Some could argue that Shizune could end up being a Kabuto hybrid, but I don't necessarily think that would be the case. Not even Kabuto uses needles like that. Her range jutsu can be a senbon. Her close range jutsu can be the poison jutsu that I believe she previously had in the Storm games. That would actually cover her back in multiple angles because not only would she have a range attack in her arsenal, she would also have a close range attack that has good utility, in other words poison. And for her grab, just because she's a medical ninja, they can also have some special debuffs on it, like slow your opponent down or reduce their defense, invert their controls, I don't know, something. Just something to emphasize that she's a medical ninja that sort of specializes in that type of stuff. Another thing I can say, you guys can see the dog right there. If the devs want to take it a step further, they can also make her utilize Tonton within her moveset, something similar to what Kiba has. Or if they don't want to use the pig at all, they could just have her appear in her ultimate jutsu in some shape or form. Oh my lord! Golly! I don't know where that ultimate jutsu comes from. I have never seen that in my life. Hold on, let me see that again. Yo! That is a pretty cool ass ultimate jutsu. I mean, to be honest, it looks more like a jutsu, but that must be a Storm 1 jutsu or something. So again, Shizune, a medical ninja. She can use her mystical palms offensively. This is an area that hasn't really been attacked within the game. As far as I know, Tsunade doesn't use it in her jutsus, her combos, and for Kabuto, he really only uses it in his jutsu, his grab, and ultimate jutsu. Within his combos itself, I don't really remember him using any form of mystical palm technique, so this is where Shizune can come in and make her place as a unique character within the game. To summarize everything, mystical palm techniques with senbons, and poison, and a pig. There's a lot of options to choose from here, and honestly, I feel as though compared to most characters, Shizune has a much higher chance of getting into Naruto Storm Connections than anybody else, in my opinion anyways. And if she does get into the game, it would be pretty cool for her to have an ultimate jutsu with Tsunade-sama, and maybe throw in PTS Sakura in there while you're at it. Anyways, that's enough of this beautiful kunoichi. Let's move on to the next ninja. With this next one, you guys are probably going to notice a trend that is happening with the characters I'm showing right now. And to cut to the chase, the next person I'm showing is Ao. Ao is a ninja from the Hidden Mist village who I believe first appeared alongside with Chojuro during the 5 Kage summit in Naruto Shippuden. This man is a 1 in a million ninja who was able to attain a Byakugan without having any blood relations to the clan. He stole that shit. Him having the Byakugan allows him to do a lot of things that the Hyugas can. He can see through Genjutsu, and not only that, he can see chakra points, which has allowed him to understand where to attack and what to attack. Just like Shizune, Ao is a character who was also in a previous Storm game. You guys can see the trend here. And if I remember correctly, he had some sort of gentle fist infused with water style technique, which is pretty freaking sick because it's very rare that you see somebody from the Hyuga clan mix gentle fist with elemental attacks. Now there's 2 avenues they can actually go with this character. They can either 1, use the Ao that appeared in Naruto Shippuden, or 2, use the Ao that appeared in Boruto. And the difference between them is that the Ao in Naruto Shippuden is a more natural ninja. He uses water style techniques, he uses ninja tools and whatnot. But the Ao in Boruto is a completely different story because he is more of a Terminator character. My guy was like, to hell with that ninja shit, I'ma start using machine guns now. Honestly, they could create 2 versions with him, but I doubt they would ever do something like that. So if they want, they can just mix both of them together. Just give him a moveset that displays all of his techniques that he's shown throughout the anime, from Naruto Shippuden to Boruto. So that means using some gentle fisting, using his water style, using the shinobi machine gun and all of that stuff. If it was up to me, I would prefer if they use his Naruto Shippuden version more dominantly because I just think it's more, what's the word? I think it's more appealing to look at. Nobody wants to look at a damn machine gun in a Naruto game. However, if they want to be more optimal, they can just use the Boruto version because that gives them more routes and avenues to go down. Now, when it comes to the possibility of this character being in the game, I feel as though Ao's chances are very low. And I say that because I don't really think he's a character who is in popular demand. Barely anybody asks for this man, but he has been in the Storm game previously, so he does have an official model. I mean, his Shippuden version does have. So hey, his chances may be low, but it might be higher than some characters. For example, a character that I think has 0 chance of being in this game is Chino. Chino and Shin Uchiha, I don't think they would ever come into Naruto Storm Connections. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. I genuinely don't feel like I've been talking about Ao enough, but really there's not much to say about this character. He can have some gentle fisting in his combos, he can use water style, he can use some mechanical attacks, machine guns, and if I remember correctly, in the Boruto anime, he also used a saber. That's another tool they can give this character, a damn saber. Now obviously the character you see on the screen isn't the best representation of what I'm saying, so I'll try to grab some screenshots just to help you visualize what I'm trying to put on the table. That's about it for this character, and wow, this might actually have been the least I've ever yapped about a character I've shown on the screen. But hey, it happens, it is what it is. That's the end of this character, and also the end of this video. I feel like I say this at the end every time, but I'm really just hoping that CyberConnect 2 or Bandai Namco decide to wake up one day and just post a tweet or an article, a video to communicate with what's going on with this game, because it is really not cool for them to just post all of the season pass and then just decide to dip, decide to call it a day. You guys can see what they're doing with Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. They are constantly communicating with the community, and I just think it's really unfair that they are being very selective with where they want to put their efforts into, who they want to put their efforts with, because at the end of the day, we're all customers. We all bought a game from Bandai Namco, and quite frankly, the least they can do is communicate with us. If there's no more DLC coming to the game, tell us. Tell us, hey, get the f off this game because no more DLC is coming. But anyways, I'm not gonna rant about that in this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to leave a like if you did, and now I shall ride off into the sunset with Shizune.